Hey, what's up everybody? Today we have come back to Cradle Mountain. So it's the last week of winter, 25th of August 2018. Thank Christ for that. I've had enough of winter this year. So we've come to Ronny Creek today. Plan is to do a nice long day walk up to Kitchen Hut and return. So we've got absolute perler of a day. Blue sky, calm conditions at the moment. So we're very similar to last year. That last week or so of winter, the rain just kind of stopped and things weather-wise have settled down. So we're going to make the most of it today. Should be a cracking day. So there's lots of snow up on top on the plateau. We've had plenty of snow and unrelenting rain for the past couple of months, it feels like. So it's a good break to see blue sky, get up here in the fresh mountain air. So it's actually quite warmish this time of year at Cradle. We are out of the wind, but it's only about 4 or 5, but it feels reasonably comfortable today. So I'm sure it'll be different once we get up onto the plateau. But that's the plan. We'll head for Kitchen Hut, have some lunch, and then we'll take the day as it comes. Let's go check it out. Plenty of people out and about today, already on the track up ahead of us. Lots of day walkers. So everybody's got that same idea, make the most of the weather while it's here. Oh, wombats out already. Oh, 2 wombats. Pleasant start to the day. Is that right kind of temperature? It's cool, but you warm up quickly enough, even on the early part of the start of the Overland Track. Heading up the Cradle Lake. So we might try a different tack today and head up to the plateau via horse track. Go around the back of, go that way, so that way, around the back of Cradle Lake. Something different. Doesn't look like there's that much snow, at least on the slopes to get up to the top of the plateau. I'm sure there'll be plenty up on top. So here we are, about 10 minutes along from Ronny Creek, and you get to the horse track junction. Obviously the main route is that way up to Marian's, but this one's not so much obscure, but not as often as travelled, certainly by the day trippers. But you end up in the same location. Just before Kitchen Hut, the track, horse track, it joins back up with the Overland Track. So at the end, height gain is basically the same. Distance wise, it's probably thereabouts the same as heading up via Marian's. Big difference with this one, it's just a gentle, well, constant uphill. There's no chains, certainly no little steep sharp bits like on the track up to Marian's. Quick little pit stop. We've actually started shedding all our layers, beanies, gloves, jackets. That's why we're down in this little protected area. It's really comfortable. Perfect hiking conditions at the moment. This section of the track kind of shows a good example of horse track. At least for this lower half, it's just steady slog, all uphill, nothing drastic. Whereas one to Marian's, you kind of go up, flat, flat. Horse track's a bit more unrelenting. You quickly gain height. So Ronny Creek, kind of centre way off in the distance. You might be able to hear Cradle Falls, this little bushy area there where the other track is. Fresh Cradle Mountain air, nothing like it. Cradle, I guess even Tasmania, it's just got that smell. There's just that aroma that comes out of these trees. It's just that can't put your finger on it kind of smell. It's just adds to the whole pristine kind of feel of Tassie. Pristine clear air and the wilderness. Love it. So we've had a bit of snow past couple of weeks, had some good dumpings. There's still spicks and specks around, but obviously not a huge dumping down in these lower parts. Ronny Creek, where we started. So we're probably 15 or so, 10, 15, 20 minutes kind of up horse track, and so where you kind of start diverging from the overland just on that ridge. It'll shortly go over and to the left. We're going up here to the right, and there's a little shelter up here. It's a little private, I think it's a scout kind of little hall. Never actually looked into that, but we'll have a poke as we go by. This track's a real alternative for people doing the overland. If you want something different, I still recommend going the normal track if you've never done the overland before. So you get Cradle Falls, Cradle Lake, chains of Marians. But this way, up horse track, no people, just gently uphill. It's one to give some thought, a bit of, like I say, it meets back up with the Overland Track just before Kitchen Hut, so you're not really missing out on much. Well, you are if you don't see Cradle Lake. And Marian's chains are always good fun, but maybe if you're just in the market for something different. So, oh look, there's people over there. We're kind of just going to continue slowly uphill to that little peak over there. It's obviously those cliffs there, Crater Lake, the back of Crater Lake, and Marian's. It's kind of tucked over, but going up that left-hand edge, Mount Campbell, way off in the distance. It's kind of looking out over towards the walls of Jerusalem. Again, back there on the Ronnies. And here we are, top of that first little rise, BP Scout Lodge, private access only. Might just go have a little sneaky peek. Certainly not going to try to enter in any way, just have a quick look at the front door. So I just had a group of 4 just up ahead of us doing the overland, so there you go. Just as I was saying, this is an alternate route for overlanders if you want to something a little bit different. Come up horse track. BP Scout Lodge. Let's just go have a sneaky little peek. Looks like a good little setup here. Looks like they're fixing up the deck. So, great little viewing platform there. Nice glass panels, very swish. Just, what have we got in there? Just bare bones, bunk room, kitchen facility. But look at that view. That's pretty special. So the track's kind of going to then wrap around. You won't be able to see it, but the snow poles kind of just along that ridge line all the way up. Alright, so we're coming up to some solid snow now. So the ice has been getting a bit heavier on the track, and the Overland is just ahead of us to put on their snow shoes. So we'll just see how far we get today. See if it just kind of eases off, or we've thought it's going to get thicker here on in. We're probably only halfway up horse track at the moment. Use everybody else's footprints. So it kind of looked that, you know, we had this snowy patch, but then kind of up towards the top there it kind of looked like it was very little snow. One way to find out. That's a good, past my knee. It's very handy having people tread before us. Know exactly where you got to step safely. Getting up towards the top now, the wind's gently picking up. And we got some cloud moving in on the horizon, so that might be what's rolling this afternoon. Never going to get lost on this track. There's Ronny Creek, right way down there. So we're well up above. Not at the top yet, but well up above the Chains and Marion, so probably between Chains and Marion's Lookout in elevation. So it's much easier kind of walk. It's just constantly uphill. These overlanders, they've had their snowshoes on, off. It's not really the right terrain for full-on snowshoes. It's just very rocky, steppy. Sure they'll come in handy shortly though. Actually quite easy going because the snow is so dry. You Get the odd little bit of ice here and there, but it's reasonably kind of solid powder. Slow going here up the top, still solid, hard packed kind of snow, but still a bit of a slog. We're pretty much just about on top of the plateau now. So Ronny's now just about out of sight, just over the lip there. Oh. Alright, here we are on the plateau. So obviously that's Cradle, and then horse track. Oh, little look out here. We'll just go look out for Cradle Lake, but the track for horse track kind of goes that way, I think, and kind of up and over this big ridge in front of us, heading towards Kitchen Hut. Crater Peak, 5 minutes. Let's go have a peek. Wow, look at that. You. More people. This is absolutely spectacular. We'll just stay away from the edge there, given it's all very icy. Much safer that way, I reckon. Drum roll. Oh, look at that! Woo! Crater Lake in all her glory. So obviously, well, the Dove Lake in the distance, Wombat Pools, and you can see the Overland Track just kind of winding its way along ridge. Marian's Chains, just kind of there, that little rocky bit, and Marian's Lookout kind of dead centre. And then the Overland just along that opposing side of the plateau. Spectacular. There you go, let's have a look at Crater Peak. So, actually when it's snowing and icy, the track says go that way, inside tip, just go around that way. It's all rocky and much easier terrain. So there's plenty of people passing through in either direction, so it's a much more popular track than what I thought. Interesting to see what's up ahead. So there's a big snowdrift on that hill in front of us, and the track kind of heads directly for it, and then I can't see where it goes from there, so that'll be interesting. See how far we can get. Kitchen Hut, so close, just over that ridge. got a real nice isolated feel once you get up over the top of that peak and onto the plateau. Hard packed snow continues, so that's good. Going to help our progress a little more. There's a deep section. And it's actually that little ridge in front of us. I thought it was actually much bigger than it was. I can see the Overlanders on it. I was a bit worried about that, but no, nothing at all to worry about. How good is this? Fresh, pristine powder. Where's my toboggan when you need it? Almost just make your own track around here. The snow's so hard and firm. I don't want to get too cocky, just in case I fall through 15 foot of snow. How awesome is this? Just about to go through this little gully. That's why I couldn't see the track. Big snowdrift. It's just spectacular. Wow. Look at the size of these wind drifts. It's pretty amazing. It's just such a spectacular sight with the blue, crystal blue sky and the powder white snow. Don't see this every day. Oh, look at this one. It's almost like a wave. Wow. Just amazing. Absolutely amazing. So we're just popped out from that little snow valley gully. Now we've got these little nice new walking kind of planks. This must be a recent addition, or at least the last time we walked horse track when it was very run down. Makes for very easy going now. Oh, look at that. Wow. You want one little picture which sums up Tasmania's grandeur? How about this? Now I reckon Kitchen Hut should come into view pretty soon. Gee, I almost feel guilty about using these, what do they call them, boardwalky type things. Ah, there it is, Kitchen Hut, destination for today. So kind of centre down the bottom there to see the roof. Plenty of people cross-country skiing around up here on the plateau. And here's the junction, the end of the horse track, where it joins back up to the Overland Track. So Kitchen Hut, just down there. Marian's Lookout, 2 hours that way. Or 2.5 back to Ronny Creek. So to get back to Ronny Creek, it's actually quicker, according to this, via horse track rather than the Overland. Anyway, let's press on. So we left Ronny Creek 10:30. Kind of dawdled away here. It's now 1:30. So 3 hours. Pretty gentle kind of pace. Slowed down a little by the snow, but you just have a couple of these big rises, and really it's just flat downhill to Ronny, so it's actually quite a good little walk. Ta-da! Kitchen Hut, here we are, destination. Oh. G'day.
How you doing?
Get you out of the weather. So you can just see how much snow. Well, this is normally never there during summer, of course. Hey. Alright, so we won't hang around much this time. Just slowly make our way back. So we've had our look at Kitchen Hut. Back we go. Next time we might come a little earlier, just so we can hang around and still people are seeing have gone up to the summit, see the tracks. What a spot this is. Ugh. Gentle breeze, a couple of hours I reckon, or more, maybe 3 for us heading back, so hopefully the looks like touch wood, the weather's going to hold out, so we can just cruise on back to Ronny Creek. To that really cool snowdrift. Just tell how the wind just kind of rips around. It's nice to be back on rocky ground. It's hard going in that snow, even though it is hard packed. It's takes that little bit more energy to walk through. It's just otherworldly kind of up here at the moment, where it's now that we're sheltered a little from the wind. It's just quite amazing. It's a real shame that the GoPro just doesn't pick up the blue. So there's actual blue colour in the snow. So in the footprints, as the sun kind of goes through, there's a tinge of this really unique kind of colour blue. We obviously avoid the yellow snow, but the blue stuff is very pretty. Oh, big group. That's good. There's people around. A hiking buddy, she feels a bit better. It is a little bit kind of that feeling of you're on your own out here, aside from when there's a big bunch of people. There we go, Ronny Creek comes back into view. So we're on the downhill slide now, literally all downhill. And slowly but surely getting out of the snow line. It's a great experience walking in the snow, particularly like this where you feels like it's hard baked top and then all of a sudden you're up to your knees in soft powder. It's really cool. So we're just having our last little jelly bean stop. Ronny Creek's just down there, so maybe have another half hour or so. I think we're finally off the snow. From here it's just a little bit of snow on the side, so we're through the worst of it today. It's been a cracking little walk. Here comes that big family that were playing in the snow. So I tell you, that makes a difference. Just getting off the snow line. Now just on this rocky little creek track. So much easier. It's hard going. Kind of got to watch every step in that snow. You don't know if you're going to be knee deep or if it's solid. Great fun. So like I mentioned at the start of this video, so it's 25th of August 2018, so the last week of winter for this year. So this is a cracking time to come for a walk. The season just seems to turn, winter just seems to pack up and go almost very quickly. In that last week, same thing happened last year where it was, I think it was the last day of winter last year, 31st of August, where we came up here and then we did Marion's Lookout. Didn't reach Kitchen Hut that day, just too much. But it's a good time to come for a walk at Cradle. Watch that weather for a big fat high pressure system, so you're going to have beautiful clear days like this and calm. So it'll be a bit breezy up top, but not cyclonic like we have had in years gone by. Really enjoyable day's walk, and it's challenging because not so much because of the terrain, but just the snow and not knowing what you're going to tread on. As you can see, we've changed packs to try and help spread the load. Back at that track junction. So you can see up the top there, that highest peak you can see, that's basically the highest point that we get to on the horse track walk. There you go. There's our day walk for today. Ronny Creek to Kitchen Hut via the horse track and return. So 6 hours basically 3 hours up and back, so we did have plenty of stops. A couple of good stops for lunch, bites to eat, so I think most people probably knock that over maybe 2.5 hours each way. Snow depending, of course, that did kind of slow things down. It's a really enjoyable walk, horse track. If you're not up for the steepness of Marions and the chains, or you just want something a little different, get you up onto the plateau, it's well worth considering. Definitely this time of year, end of winter, spring coming on, so spectacular. There's obviously no snow down here, but up there are plenty. Hey mate. Hello. So if you liked our video, give us a like, leave us a comment, and feel free to subscribe. So we've got a bit of a backlog, so I've got plenty of videos yet to upload, hiking, our travels around Tassie. So we'll see you next time out on the trail.